Hi, everybody. My name is Bea Sedgwick, and this is an introduction of the mid-January Corner of Calm, where before we all began, we were all talking about the weather and a little bit about illness and people being sick and this and that. Um, One of the things I promised I was going to talk about talk about tonight, it's tonight here, I don't know where it is, where you are, um, is as we enter, as we enter 2024, to really have a place where we're claiming now. It is from only from this place that whatever, and I don't know how you prepared for 2024. You might have come up with a word, you might have made resolutions, which I'm not a fan of. You might have dreamed, which I am a fan of. But however you do it and wherever you're going, whatever you're holding, there's a possibility for um, 2024. I've learned that the place that this is all possible, the place where things happen, unexpected things happen, miraculous things happen, the impossible things happen, is from a place of presence and now. And I've talked about this a lot, and I often don't get it right. So I want to talk a little bit about my beginning of 2024 and um, and give it as an example. New Year's Eve was great. Spent it with my son. We had a great time. Took his family out to dinner first, so we all had a great time. But late in the afternoon of the first, I couldn't get warm. And that began a illness that sort of, was bad on Tuesday and then was getting progressively better. And I was assuming it was whatever was going around. Nobody else was going sick. And we'll just pretend that's what it was. But I was never okay. And I was thinking, like, so what's this about? What is blah, blah, blah? And then I was reminded, because sometimes you need friends to remind you. So keep great friends around you because they'll remind you. Someone wrote about how they'd been ill, and it reminded them about the power of being present and now and what the gifts were and what it was. And it just brought me back. I just needed the words because they weren't there for me right then. And so through this time, which extended up until maybe yesterday, in this whole saga of not being okay, there were a lot of things that I learned. One was that within that time, I could still get a lot done. Nothing was wrong with my mind except forgetting to be present. Um, and then it evolved into learning that I can ask for help. I quarantined and isolated after I got home, and people went to the grocery store for me. At one point, they went out and bought Popeyes and left it by my door. I'm lucky I have my own bathroom, but it was just, I had forgotten that I didn't know how to ask for help. And through all this, there was a little thread of being reminded of the big overarching things that I'm holding for 2024, which is more about, which I will talk more about at another time, but it is about living into your dreams and purposes and claiming them, and how one can absolutely claim your purpose and dreams. So, however you're entering 2024, look around you, because it isn't just being present, isn't just corner of calm, it isn't just being mindful, it isn't just being spiritual or whatever word you want to use, but it's also about looking at all the things around you. What's your body telling you? That I needed more rest. I really needed a vacation. What is your surroundings telling you? Today I walked to the store on snow, and I'm always scared of ice, and it was completely not slippery. I mean, it was maybe cold enough that it wasn't slippery, but it was like, I didn't know you could walk on snow like this. So there's wonder involved with all this. So I invite you to a place of presence and just being, but in that place, look for the joy and wonder and possibilities, and maybe what your body and the surroundings are telling you. So thank you for listening, and that's what I think I suggest to you as you begin 2024.